The Magical Wish Tree. This is the story of a small village surrounded by lush green fields and towering mountains. It was a peaceful and beautiful place where every morning the first rays of the sun gently lit up the tiny mud houses with their bright red roofs. Nestled among the trees, the houses looked as if they had been carefully painted by a talented artist. In this village lived a brave little boy named Chiku. Chiku was 8 years old, curious about everything, and always ready to explore new adventures. He wore a bright yellow t-shirt, blue shorts, and had messy brown hair that reflected his energetic personality. Chiku's best friend was his grandmother, who loved telling him wonderful stories. One evening, as they sat beside a warm fire, Grandma told him a story that filled his imagination with excitement. Deep in the forest, she said, there is a magical tree that can grant any wish, but it only grants wishes to those who are both brave and kind. To reach the tree, you must pass 3 difficult challenges. Chiku's eyes sparkled with excitement. I'll find it, Grandma. I'll be brave and kind, and the magical tree will grant my wish. The next morning, Chiku packed a small bag with food and water and set off toward the forest. As he walked deeper into the woods, the trees grew taller, strange whispers echoed through the air, and the path became narrower. But Chiku wasn't afraid. He was determined to complete his mission. After walking for a while, he met a small rabbit named Bunny. "What's wrong, Bunny?" Chiku asked. "Why do you look so worried?" Bunny replied, "I need to cross this river, but the bridge is broken, and I'm too scared to swim." Chiku smiled warmly. "Don't worry, Bunny, I'll help you." He carefully carried Bunny on his back and slowly crossed the broken bridge. The bridge creaked and shook beneath them, but Chiku stayed calm and steady. Soon they reached the other side safely. "Thank you, Chiku," Bunny said happily. "You're so brave." Chiku smiled, but he knew his journey had only just begun. As they continued walking, they reached a huge maze made of tall green hedges. Bunny looked frightened. "Chiku, I'm scared." "I understand," Chiku replied gently, "but we have to stay calm and believe in ourselves." Inside the maze, strange noises and mysterious shadows tried to confuse them. Suddenly, a fake snake jumped out from behind a bush, making Bunny scream. "Don't be afraid," Chiku said. "It's only an illusion." By carefully following the small marks on the ground, Chiku found the correct path, and together they safely escaped the maze. They soon arrived at a beautiful grassy meadow. With that, Chiku had completed the first of the 3 challenges. As they continued their journey, they saw a colorful green parrot named Mitu sitting on a tree branch. Mitu spoke, "To reach the magical tree, you must answer my 3 questions." Chiku and Bunny nodded. Mitu asked, "What is the greatest strength in the world?" "Courage," Chiku answered. "What is the most valuable treasure?" "Friendship." "And what is the greatest virtue?" "Kindness." Mitu smiled proudly. "You answered every question correctly. Follow me, and I'll show you the way." The parrot guided them farther into the forest. Now Chiku had completed 2 of the 3 challenges. Finally, they reached the magical tree. Standing before it was a magnificent lion guarding the entrance. The lion said, "To reach the magical tree, you must prove that your heart is pure, help someone in need." Without hesitation, Chiku noticed a tiny squirrel trapped inside a fence. He quickly rescued the frightened squirrel. The lion nodded with approval. "You have shown true kindness. Now your wish may be granted." Chiku had successfully completed the 3rd and final challenge. He walked up to the magical tree, closed his eyes, and made his wish. "I wish for the strength to always help others and make the right decisions." The magical tree began to glow with a brilliant golden light. A gentle, magical breeze surrounded Chiku, Bunny, and the entire forest. Soon afterward, Chiku returned to his village. From that day on, everyone knew him as a brave, kind, and wise boy. He realized that true magic doesn't come from wishes. It comes from helping others, showing kindness, and making good choices. Moral of the